everyone, welcome back to part 3 of my Can I 100% Stardew Valley 1.6 without using the Wikipedia. If you are new to this series, that's no problem. I'll quickly recap all the goals I set for year 1. First, I want to complete the community center with remixed bundles. I want to get one of every animal, I want to complete all the monster slayer goals from the basic mines, and I want to get 3 hats, preferably the dino hat. So this video will cover the entirety of fall, and I hope you guys enjoy. Day 57, the first day of fall. I woke up and instantly planted my rare seeds as they would take all season to grow. I then bought some other crops I needed and went on the hunt for dig spots to try and find some broccoli seeds. I got all the full foraging bundle items and the last 2 mystery boxes I needed for the community center. Day 58. I started out the day bedrotting, thinking about how much I needed to get done this season. I harvested all of my mushrooms and then I checked on my animals. I got my first ever wool, so I made a loom to make cloth, and then I went fishing to try and find the remaining fish for the community center, especially because it was raining. I found the tiger trout, but no walleye, and then I cut down trees for the rest of the day. Day 59, I started my morning as usual, and then I went to the mines to find the ancient doll, but I ended up finding the strange doll instead. As you can see, I was seriously stressed about finding this doll as I mined every single dirt patch. I finished the line for the bundle, and then I went to look for the broccoli seeds. I found the seeds and then I planted them. Day number 60. I decorated my farm for a while and donated a bunch to the community center. I finished 4 bundles this day and I got a star drop tea, which looked so nice, so I decided to keep it until I had a better idea of what it was. Day number 61. I got my first apple. I did the usual around my farm and then I checked the traveling cart. I was pretty sure the walleye was a full fish, but I was getting worried that I missed it as it was the only fish I wasn't sure about. Then I donated it to the community center and went to the mines. I almost got to the bottom, but then I ran out of energy, so hopefully next time I'd be able to do that. Day number 62. I headed to the mines because my fish wanted a diamond. I got to level 7 mining, and then I got to the bottom of the mines, getting the skull key. Then I went to work on monster slayer goals for the rest of the night, and I also got the last item I needed for the winter foraging bundle for the community center, which meant I could complete it within fall. Day number 63, I started out the day by donating a bunch to the community center, which allowed me to finish another room and repair the bridge. I checked the traveling cart where there was nothing I wanted, and I headed home to see my very first truffle. I made the marquee roll for the bundle and had everything ready for the community center the next day. Day number 64, I spent the day going through chests and I donated to the community center, planted some more seeds, and then I went to the quarry. I did a slight bit of decor, which was literally just paths, and then I went home and sold a bunch of stuff to try and earn enough for the bus stop repair. I got 14,000 gold overnight, which was still not nearly enough. Day number 65, I went and said hi to my animals, I went fishing, and then I went to search for the ancient doll in the mines again, where I had no luck. Day number 66, I went to open geodes and donated to the museum, and the rest of the day was basically spent foraging and cutting down trees to try and get enough for the bundle. Day number 67, I finished the bundles, which meant the bus stop would be repaired overnight. I went to the mines to work on some monster slayer goals, and then I remembered I should go to the sewer, so I said hi to Krobus and checked out his shop. Day number 68, in the night the Junimos fixed the bus stop, which meant I could finally go to the desert. It was a good luck day too, so of course I prepared for Skull Cavern. I made some bombs, got some coffee and food, and then my fishing rod for the desert fish. I caught the sandfish, got a cactus, and tried to make it past level 1 in the Skull Cavern. I got to about level 17 until this happened, and I ran for my life. After almost dying to flying dragons, I ran to the community center, donated the last fish for the fish tank, and went to browse the weapon options because I was not almost dying in the Skull Caverns again, even though it probably will happen again. Day number 69, the boulder was removed in the night, and I harvested my crops and then went to Robin's to get the deluxe coop built. After that I went to the mines to farm iron and work towards monster slayer goals. Day number 70, I harvested all my crops including the last full crops I needed for a bundle. I checked the traveling cart and donated the crops to the community center. I went and got some geodes processed and donated the last dwarven scroll I needed, so now I could speak to the guy in the cave. Then I decorated for a little while and went to bed. Day number 71, I got some items together that I'd need for the festival tomorrow, and then I went to the Adventurers Guild to buy a sword after I tried to kill a slime and a skull for what felt like an hour. Day number 72, today was the day of the Stardew Valley Fair. I started out my day by doing the usual chores around the farm. I went to the fair and displayed some items, fished for the star tokens, and then tested my luck on the wheel. If you want a life hack for this, always choose the green as there's a much higher chance it lands on that. Once I had enough tokens, I got the star drop and the prize ticket, and then I went to see if my display won, which it did. I got the scarecrow and a carpet for my house, and then I left and went to sleep. Day number 73. Today I harvested my crops, said hi to my animals, and I got my first caviar. I went to Marnie's to buy a duck and another cow, and then I went to trade my prize ticket for an orange sapling which I will save for my greenhouse. And then I went to the quarry to clear some more space. I started placing paths around my farm until I was too exhausted and went to sleep. Day number 74. Today I woke up, and as I was roaming around my farm I decided maybe it was finally time to upgrade my house. My thought process was that in winter I'm going to be in the mines a lot and I will need a lot of food to get me through that. So I upgraded my house and then I went back to my farm and continued clearing a lot of space. Day number 75. Basically all I did today was fish. I decided that I needed to upgrade my rod. It took way too long to do that, so I got the fiberglass rod and I fished until I leveled up and went to sleep. Day number 76. Today was super exciting because I'd realized I reached level 3 friendship with Caroline and I could finally get the tea sapling recipe. I went straight to her house to complete the cutscene, and then I went to the mines for the rest of the day to work on Monster Slayer goals. I got to level 8 mining, which was exciting. Day number 77. When I woke up, my house was upgraded. I made some tea saplings which sell for quite a lot, and planted some extra seeds around my farm. I sold all my items and made a lot of gold which I plan to use for the final coop upgrade. Day number 78. My sweet gemberry was ready, so I took it to the community center, which meant I could now have the greenhouse. I got my coop upgraded, and then I spent the rest of the day in the mines working on the Monster Slayer goals. Day number 79. Today I spent most of the day setting up my greenhouse. I went to Pierre's to buy some more seeds, and then I went to the desert to get some starfruit seeds, which I really want to use for wine and jelly for a lot of profit. Day 80, all I did was go to the mines to complete the Monster Slayer goals. It honestly feels like no matter how many monsters I kill, I barely make a dent in the goals. And in the night there was a strong storm and I genuinely don't know why this happened. Day number 81, I harvested a lot of crops and then I went to crack open geodes and mystery boxes. I also got another sweet gemberry which I duplicated to make more seeds. Day number 82, this day was pretty exciting. I went to Marnie's and I got a rabbit, which now officially meant I had every animal possible for year 1 from Marnie's. I also found a mysterious tree which I've never seen before. I decided I wanted a shed to keep my kegs and other machinery out of sight, so I went to sell some leftover crops at Pierre's and I headed to Robin's. I am such an idiot and I accidentally built a barn instead, so I guess that's okay because I was going to get more animals anyway, but kind of sucks. Day number 83, I woke up and got the garden pot recipe from Evelyn. Today was probably the most important day of the entire series because it was the day that Meow Meow loved me back. I went to check on my coop animals and I saw my dino had officially hatched. I went to the mines for the rest of the day until the Spirits Eve festival, and then I got the golden pumpkin which I ended up selling and went home. Day number 84 was actually the most insane last day of fall. I could not believe my luck. I started my day learning how to make artichoke dip, checked on my animals and found a duck feather. I went to check the new pet adoption options and quickly left when I saw the cost, but what? There's turtles now? I went around town to see if there were any forageables before the season ended. If you guys remember that all year long I've been looking for the ancient doll with absolutely no luck. It's the last item I need for the community center and I found it. I ran straight to the community center and donated it, and it's done. I couldn't believe it honestly, I was so happy for it to be completed so soon in the year. That is all for this season. I am pretty happy with how much I've done so far. I've completely completed the community center, got one of every animal from Marnie's, got 3 hats but I still want the dino hat, and I have done some solid progress on the Monster Slayer goals. I've also made well over 250,000 gold, which is crazy, so hopefully next season we can actually finish all the goals. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support you've given me, and I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are.